A long, long time ago, before any of us were born, there was a country that was made up of 4 kingdoms called Jingshang. The first kingdom that began the creation of the country was the Li Kingdom, which was the wealthiest among the 4. They dealt with trading of all sorts and were very persuasive with their words. The second kingdom, the Zhangs, are the strongest of the 4 kingdoms. They had an army of thousands and had never lost a war in their life. They taught their children to wield a sword at a very young age. The third kingdom, the Wus, are the most peaceful and patient. They focused on farming and making medicine for the other 3 clans. They barely fought nor talked. The last kingdom, the Yangs, were the rebels of the kingdom. They fought on every decision made from the other 3 clans, and even threatened war. However, one day something wiped a huge population of Yangs from the face of the world. No one knew what this unspoken force was, or what even happened that day. People gossip and say that King Yesho had gone mad and slaughtered his entire kingdom. Others say it was the work of magic. However, the use of magic was forbidden, and anyone who was caught using it or born with it was to be killed. Magic was a scary and fearful power that many people hated. Children who were born under a full moon were granted powers. No one knew as to why this happened, but those children who were born given these powers were to be killed as soon as they were born. However, our story doesn't begin here. No, our story starts with the Li Kingdom, 10 years after the country of Jingshang was born. King Alexander Li and Princess Marina Zhang from the Zhang Kingdom had fallen in love with one another. To make peace among those 2 kingdoms, they had been planned to wed one another. A year later, the couple had tried many times to conceive a child of their own, but to their dismay, the queen was barren. She could not give birth. However, by some sort of miracle, the queen was pregnant, and 9 months later, she had given birth to a healthy baby girl. But instead of rejoicing in happiness by the birth of their child, they were scared and fearful. Their baby had been born during a full moon, and to make matters worse, an eclipse as well. They had no idea what to do, but the queen didn't want to kill the child they wanted so badly. The king had proposed an idea that may help stop the new princess's powers, or conceal them forever. He called upon the shamaness that lived on the outskirts of the woods. He believed she would be able to help their child and make it possible for her to live. Fortunately, the shamanist was able to help the down-on-luck couple and their new child, but there was a condition for concealing the child's powers. The queen could no longer get pregnant, and the child could one day get rid of the seal and awaken her powers on her own. The king and queen didn't care about her conditions and agreed. They only wanted to save their only child's life. The shamanist took the child and tattooed a seal on the baby's back to conceal the child's powers. Years later, the baby grew up into a healthy young princess. She showed no signs of power of any kind, and the king and queen thanked the shamanist every day for saving their child. However, the king wanted another child, preferably a boy, but the queen could not give birth to another child due to the shamanist's conditions. So, the king, with the queen's permission, had bedded a woman of noble birth, and she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. He was not born during a full moon, and the king couldn't be happier. Everything was how it should be. Now, we skip to the present. The young princess is not so young anymore. Instead, she's a young woman who's ready to be wed. But she has other things in mind.
Your Highness?
Soya, please do not call me that. I don't like it. Just say Miss.
I'm sorry, miss.
It's fine. Anyways, what did you need?
Can we please head back to the palace? You're not supposed to be out. You're still ill and supposed to stay in your room.
Soya, I'm fine. It's not like anyone outside the palace knows what I look like. Also, I don't understand why Father insists on saying I'm ill all the time. I'm as healthy as a cow. I think he's just too much of a warrior. I'm his only daughter after all.
Well, His Highness has every right to worry about you. You can be very reckless at times.
You're beginning to sound like my younger brother.
Please, can we...
Gods! Catch that thief! He stole bread from my shop!
Miss, this is not something you should get involved in. Let the guards handle the thief. It's their jobs anyway.
What kind of princess would I be if I didn't help my own people?
A princess isn't supposed to run after a thief.
Well, good thing I'm wearing this. These sure aren't princess's clothes.
Miss! She's gonna get herself in trouble. Guards!
What can we do for you?
Please go after that girl who ran into the woods. She is someone very important and mustn't get hurt.
Yes, we will escort her back to the palace once we get her.
Thank you, and please be gentle with her. She is very ill.
All right.
What will I do with this girl? She'll never be a proper wife at this rate.
Huh? Where did that jerk go?
Are you looking for me? Why's a girl like yourself looking for someone like me?
Return those stolen goods immediately.
And why should I listen to you?
Because I asked you to do it.
And that's supposed to make a difference? How? It seems you didn't think about the situation at all. I'm obviously overpowering you, and if I wanted to, I could do anything I wanted to you. However, because I am a gentleman, I won't. You should think first before you spring into action next time. Other guys like me won't be so nice.
I could defeat you anytime. I just don't want to damage the bread.
Sure, whatever you say. Well, it was nice speaking to you, but I have other places to be now. Maybe our paths will cross again in the future.
For your sake, you better hope I never run into you.
You're feisty. I like that. See you around, Blossom.
Miss, are you okay? Miss?
Huh? Oh yes, I'm fine. The thief ran that way. If you find him, please escort him to the royal palace. I have some unfinished business with him.
Yes, please allow my comrade to accompany you back to the palace.
The palace? What's a girl like her have to do with the royal palace?
There you are, miss. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't be running after dangerous people like that. What if you got yourself hurt? I would be the one to blame for not protecting and watching over you.
Soya, don't worry, I'm fine. I didn't even catch the thief. Everything worked out.
Still, you need to be more careful of your actions. Thank you for escorting this reckless girl back to us. You may leave now. Miss?
Yes, Soya?
While you were out, I caught word that your brother has returned from his trip and that he has requested your presence in his chambers.
Oh, he has? Let us go then.
Miss?
Hmm?
You may want to change your clothes first.
Oh, yes, I should do that first, shouldn't I? Please inform my brother that I'm here.
Yes, Princess. Prince, your sister, the princess, is here to see you.
Let her in.
Hello, Jude. What did you want to see me about?
Must I have a reason to see my only sister?
Well, you normally don't call me into your chambers unless there's a reason for it.
You're very quick. Yes, there is a reason I called you in to see me. Father would like to see the both of us later tonight for dinner. He told me to tell you about this meeting since he's still out of the palace.
Did Father say what the meeting was about?
I have a few ideas, but I'm not too sure.
Well, if that's all, I'll take my leave.
Actually, there is something else I would like to speak to you about.
What would that be?
You need to stop sneaking out of the palace.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do not try lying to me, Pink. You're not very good at sneaking out of the palace or lying. Most of our servants saw you leave, and with Soya. Why must you insist on sneaking out? You know you're not to step out of the palace grounds. Father has made that very clear. You are too ill to be seen out in public.
Jude, I am not ill, and you know this. Father's only worried about me. Why must I stay cooped up inside while everyone else is allowed to travel outside of the palace? You even get to go visit other kingdoms. I feel like a prisoner.
Would you like to live as a prisoner then? I can have that arranged.
You know what I meant, Jude. I just find it very unfair. I want to travel outside the palace and see what I've been missing out on all of my life. Your stories about the outside world are not enough to fulfill my fantasies anymore. I want to see our people for myself and be a princess they're proud of. Not one that they've never seen before. I don't expect you to understand my troubles on this matter.
Sister, I know you must find it unfair, but this is the way of life for now. I'm sure that once you get married, you will leave us all and have your own adventures with your husband.
I can't get married if I don't go outside and find a husband.
Would you like me to set you up with one of the nobles?
No, I don't want my younger brother to pick my future husband. I want to find love the way they do in the books I read. I want what they call love at first sight.
You do know that love at first sight is not realistic.
I'm sure that if I wish for it enough, it will happen.
Well, for your sake, I hope it does.
Princess?
Yes?
The Queen requests your presence.
Okay, I'll be there soon. It was nice speaking to you, brother. I must get to Mother's side. I'll see you later tonight.
Yes, you too. Yes. I wish you would marry someone and get as far away as possible from me. Annoying sister of mine.